Alright, much Abrew about nothing, playing some Abzan Toughness. In Modern, we'll keep this. Sounds actually pretty good. We got Harbinger. Oh, Lord. That be Goblins. Oh, Lord, that's a tower defense, though. Alright, Razor Verge Thicket. Treefolk Harbinger. Search out our Doran. We might be able to pull off the combo here. So get a Doran. Pass the turn. Killing someone with tower defense sounds so sweet. I really want to do it. It could happen. Another Foundry Street. Okay. Followed by Loyalist. Alright, so we're taking 3 here. Oh, we're going to block the Loyalist. Not much downside in that. And then I think we'll just Forest into Spellskite. Pass the turn. So we got some defense up. Opponent's going to go whacking. Oddly enough, Doran is pretty good against their deck, because a lot of their stuff pumps power, like the Foundry Streets, for example. And Doran just shuts that down. Alright, we get a couple easy blocks. A Foundry Street, and I guess the Bushwhacker. We still take 5, though. Chord of Calling. Well, that's Overgrown Tomb untapped. Doran. Do we want to attack? Do we just win next turn is the question. We would attack for 8, 7, no, 8, 9, and 10 from the tower defense. Alright, yeah, let's just pass. I think we can just win next turn. Worst case, we Lingering Souls and win the turn after that. Such a janky combo, but actually pretty effective. Everything getting +5/+0, essentially, for only 2 mana is pretty insane. Is our opponent going to slam into us? We don't. Oh, they are. Alright. Well, we get to kill a lot of their stuff, and they only get in 1 damage. That is a super aggressive attack. What makes that attack make sense? Triple Lightning Bolt? And even that doesn't really work with Spellskite out there. So let's do some blocking. Bolts are Spellskite. Alright, we can't do anything about that. So they do get Spellskite off the battlefield, which means we don't quite win this turn. Abrupt Decay. Well, let's attack with Doran. Put our opponent down to 15. We could leave up removal. Let's play Lingering Souls. I think Lingering Souls pretty much guarantees we win next turn. The way we lose is if they have double Goblin Grenade. I guess if we were really concerned about double Goblin Grenade, could have killed something there, since it's a sorcery, but it seems unlikely. Alright, they just play a War Marshal. We actually don't just win still, because they have blockers. Pumps up the Foundry Street, but not really, since it's dealing damage equal to its toughness. So it still actually only hits for 1. Opponent passes. We get a Birds. Well, let's just Birds of Paradise. And yeah, let's attack for 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then we can Chord for a Spellskite if everything goes wrong. And then next turn we would win with our Flyers in tower defense. So it took a couple more turns than I initially thought, but we're getting there. Opponent has a Pile Driver. Alright. No attacks. Yeah, let's still Chord here. I don't think it especially matters, but we might as well. Chord for Yeah, we'll just get a Spellskite. Another chord. Well, we got the combo. Go attacking with our 3 flyers. So we're attacking with a 0/1 and 2 1/1 spirit tokens. Our opponent can't block, of course, because they have flying. And then we just cast a tower defense and hit for 18. Oh, I love it. So good. I mean, it's so janky, but it's actually janky in a good way. Oh, Goblins. We don't even have much for this deck. I guess we can bring a Nameless Inversion and maybe Maelstrom Pulse. And I don't think this is a very good Ajani matchup. So go down the Ajanis. I don't think Leyline is worth it. Nothing else seems great. We'll just try it like that. Alright, I guess this is fine. We get to chord for things, and we have a removal spell. Runs out the Bushwhacker. It's usually not what that deck wants to be doing. Overgrown Tomb, tapped, pass the turn. Nameless Inversion is sweet because we can search it up with our Treefolk Harbinger. There's a pile driver. I mean, it doesn't really matter right now, but in other situations. Let's just Razor Verge Thicket and yeah, we'll pass. I don't think they don't really have any way to blow out our Nameless Inversion on pile drivers, so no real reason to cast it right away in this matchup in specific. Alright, there's the attack. Now we're just going to Nameless Inversion the pile driver. +3, -3. Loses all creature types. We take 1. Alright, let's Bosk, revealing Doran, and play our Doran. Doran's so big. 5/5 for 3. I mean, 0/5, but also 5/5. Mountain for our opponent. And Chieftain. Alright, sure. Salt Formation's a bit redundant here since we already have the Doran. Let's just Plains and pass. And chord for something. Loyalist. Opponent probably has a Bolt. Well, we're going to block the Chieftain, and if our opponent goes to Bolt, we can search out a Spellskite with chord. Alright, there's the Bolt, so let's chord. X2. Get a Spellskite, and just redirect. Keep our Doran alive. Does cost us 2 life, but that's fine. Feels like we're in pretty good shape in this matchup. They lose their Lord. We actually have 9. We're actually really close to just winning. Lingering Souls. What would we hit them for here? 10 and we'd hit them for 19? 19 damage? We only have 2 creatures. That's so ridiculous how good tower defense is. Alright, let's Lingering Souls. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Temple Garden. Untapped. I guess we might as well get in with the Doran. That went all wrong. Well, we'll play Assault Formation. I knew there was a reason I was going to attack with the Spellskite, and it's because I wanted to leave up Court of Calling. I don't think we get punished for it, but the plan was to leave up Chord there. I don't think it especially matters, so we still should just be able to win this coming turn. Alright, just cast the Bushwhacker. No Surge. Yeah, it's pretty well over. Our opponent can block their way out of dying this turn, but... Oh, never mind. Just kidding, they can't. So our opponent attacks. We're going to block with the Spellskite on, I guess, the Loyalist. Bushwhacker only hits for 1 anyway, because it's dealing damage equal to its toughness. So drop to 8. And then we'll just get the tower defense kill for the second time. Hit for some ungodly amount of damage. Oh, it's really crazy how good tower defense is in this deck. It's such a horrible card, but it's so good in this one specific deck. Alright, well, Goblins down. So far, so good for Abzan Toughness.